I thought? Never mind. Senorita Butterfly, you're late.
Sorry. My luck always seems to lead me into trouble. Once I was tracking down a woman in Barcelona, an arcanist who was dragged into some critter lovers parade. I almost broke a leg. And then in Casablanca, I was a split second from shooting my target dead. But the moment I pulled the trigger, he turned to stone. Turns out his old rival cast a petrifying incantation on him.
You have quite the intriguing past.
Has the auction started?
See, the guests have all arrived.
Excellent. When the lights are all fixed on the stage, it'll be the perfect time to sneak in. Though I don't hear a sound. You sure you didn't take me to a funeral by accident?
This isn't the auction venue. After the Spanish conquered Tenochtitlan, the new archbishop buried the sunstone, a symbol of Aztec civilization, to erase their pagan heresy. The stone was rediscovered in 1790 during repairs to the Mexico City Cathedral. Thus, it's said that the cathedral was built on the Templo Mayor of the Aztec civilization.
Don't tell me this massive rock above me is the only genuine artifact in the building. What will you say next? That you stole it from the museum?
Of course not. It's merely another forgery to decorate the club, when foreign buyers feel immersed in an exotic, ancient civilization. They start to loosen their purse strings. I joined its production, not certain I was entirely successful in recreating its complex color. This sunstone is the entrance to the auction. If you will, señorita. I believe you know how to activate it.
The energy in the stone, it's flowing, pulsing even. It connects across land, spanning cities and valleys and spreading to the far reaches of the world. Masterful, a teleportation ritual hidden in stone. Activated by awakening the correct symbol.
You remember the contents of the invitation?
Of course.
The teleportation ritual is about to begin. Be prepared, señorita. You may experience some side effects from the process.
Time to see what this auction's all about.
The auction should have started a while ago. So why isn't anything happening? This guy isn't exactly the type to joke about this kind of stuff.
The candle's almost burnt out. What's it supposed to do?
It isn't just a candle. It's an arcane tool. See the carvings on the side? It's an ancient ritual. The Codice Mendoza says it was once used in sacred offerings. It has a synchronizing effect. When a specific ritual starts elsewhere, lighting this candle will replicate it here. But we've only got one chance. Brace yourself. It's happening.
The Foundation really needs to start selling their teleport discs in these new eras!
Pull yourself together. Where are you? Double vision, heart palpitations, loss of perception of time and space, inability to distinguish dreams from reality. These are all common side effects. Take 3 deep breaths and wait for them to pass. Take some medication distilled from agave. Here we are. The auction site, Senorita Butterfly. Senorita, are you alright? Senorita. Seems I can only wish you good luck.
Distinguished Pibelti, my ancient noble guests. Welcome to the Turquoise Serpent Club. You, fine receivers of our invitation, are the descendants of gods and the true masters of the city. And so, tonight, we will have a feast of the arts for arcanists only.
Masters of the city, huh? I like the sound of that. This guy knows what he's doing. Must have some good stuff to sell.
It's said that there's nothing he can't find or do within the confines of the city. You have any idea of the money this guy made smuggling alchemical materials? Enough to make the people living in the Palacio de Iturbide jealous. I'll say that. Everyone here wants a slice of his pie.
The club thanks you all for our many pleasant dealings over the years. In good faith for our future cooperation, I have prepared a series of arcane artworks for your perusal, all as true as gold. For the fine ladies and gentlemen who are not interested in art, allow me to tell you a little secret. These paintings are only a ticket to the second half of our event. Buy one piece, and you've won yourself a chance for deeper collaboration, and even the opportunity to have a face-to-face chat with yours truly. But perhaps I should not say face. I must maintain some of my allure. Now, to introduce our fabulous art pieces, please welcome the rising star of Cubism, A prodigy returning from his studies in France, the greatest painter of the Turquoise Serpent Club. I give you Muriel. Muriel, what are you doing? You are up.
It's called non-aristocratic. The title of this painting is non-aristocratic. It's inspired by an artist I greatly admire. Las obras que existen solo sobre caballetes y todo arte amado por los intelectuales son propiedad privada de la aristocracia. Art belongs to the public. Unfortunately, I was unable to achieve this during my time in the club. Perhaps that's why I captured Maria, my tutor and friend, as she created this statue. Do you see this, Teresita? I know you're here.
You heard that? This is a chance to work with him. If we get distributorship, we're in the big bucks.
Hey, Diablo! No everyone wants a lousy artwork. We need to get one, no matter what.
Uriel seems even rougher than the last time I saw him. Sorry, Senor Perez. I don't recall what comes next.
You idiot! I told you to concoct an interesting story, then describe all the expensive materials you used and what arcane skills were involved. Get him off the stage now. I won't have my auction ruined by some half-wit boy who's lost his mind. Congratulations to the fine Signora who just won the bid for this great work. Our next item is a very special painting. Very, very special indeed. I'd love to share how I acquired such a fine piece, but I fear that might piss off a couple bigwigs. So I'll keep it zipped. But let me tell you this. This next piece is more than just a painting.
Oh my, thank goodness. My prayers have been heard. The soundproof fabric has finally been removed. I'll stay quiet this time. You have my word. In fact, I'll be utterly silent unless spoken to.
And awaken!
What am I looking at exactly? Is that a face?
Ah, this light is rather dazzling. I feel a little faint. I must say, this really isn't the right sort of place to store a painting. Wait, am I on a stage? Why are you all looking at me? What on earth is going on here?
The air here feels different. It's moist. This place is full of plants. Not enough to gather the specifics of the location, but we've gone quite some way from central Mexico City. Explains why I never found much there.
Auction started. Senor Perez has taken the stage. Wish I was sitting down there. I hear they're giving out unlimited drinks. I could use the tequila.
Taking the stage. Huh. He's still hiding behind that screen.
What?
I said what I said. Don't you think it's strange? Ever since that fire last month, he hasn't shown his face.
You didn't hear? Senor Perez thinks it was an inside job. There's no way someone else got into the gallery that night. It could only have been one of his higher-ups. Still hasn't sniffed out the rat, though, so he's being extra careful for now.
Yeah, what do I look like, a moron? Of course I know. But what I'm saying is, he hasn't talked to anyone face-to-face. No one. Luisa, Javier, Pablo, they can't all be traitors. Layla said she heard some weird sounds coming from Senor Perez's room when she was on night patrol. More than once. She said it sounded like some kind of scurrying thing was moving inside the walls.
A monster in the walls?
I'll bet he got burned bad in that fire and doesn't want anyone to see. Hey, I dare you to sneak backstage and find out.
You crazy? I'm staying put right here. There's no bet worth risking my neck.
I could do you both a favor. Find out what happened to him.
No kidding. You do that. That'd be great.
You should really be calling him Senor Perez here in the club, though. Wait, who are you?
Don't worry, mis amigos. I'll figure it all out for you.
A talking painting, you say? Don't let your eyes fool you. This is an arcanist. An awakened from the Bateau Le Roi in Montmartre, Paris.
What? What's going on here?
This is the artist's understanding of the essence of the world. A reconstruction of reality. The beauty of an unconventional brushstroke. And perhaps what may interest you much more. We have discovered that within the frame of this painting, there is a vast pocket of hidden space. A space where you might store whatever you like, so long as it isn't breathing. Conspicuous arcane materials, controlled items, or even your rival's severed head. The greatest of all secret safes, not simply behind the painting, but rather inside the painting.
An audio production machine, a cupboard, and...
Who is this woman? And how did she get back here? Por Dios, get her out of here!
Huh. Seems I've found the real Senor Perez.
Get up and quit quivering. Oh, right. We need to look like regular guests here. So, we take a seat, cheer and clap with the others, raise a paddle to bid some small amount that nothing will ever sell for. That way, we won't catch too much attention. Just do enough to slip by. Reminds me of a movie from 1928. Shut it. Just shut it. I swear, if you bring up another movie plot, I will sock you.
Pardon me, senoritas, but have you never attended an auction before?
No. I mean, we kinda know what's going on, but... Don't you worry yourself over us, senora.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean no offense. Actually, this is my first time too. Not so brushed up on the rules myself, let alone the Argos.
Then what brings a lady like you here? You were invited like everyone else, right? You must know you're on gang turf.
Si, señorita, that I do know. However, I have my reasons for coming. Camila, my daughter, suffers from a rare disease. Her body rejects its own arcane power. Her blood is escaping her body. There's nothing we can do to stop it. I have visited every arcane doctor in the city, and not one of them has a clue. They take it as a horrible and unbreakable curse. My dear Camila, there's not much time left for her.
Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am.
It's all right, truly. On one of my desperate visits to priests and witches, while I was searching after a rumor about a miracle cure, I happened upon some smugglers. They told me I'd find what I was looking for at the Turquoise Serpent Club. And now, it seems spending just a few pesos on some art could win me a chance to strike a deal with the biggest smuggler in the city. So long as I find a phoenix feather, there is still hope for my dear child. Oh, where are my manners? I'm talking your ears off. You seem quite unlike the other guests here. We've all come here with a purpose. Some of us are desperate to achieve those goals by any means necessary. Please be careful.
Same to you, senora. Hope your daughter gets better soon.
Muchas gracias. Is it raining outside, or Did a leak just spring? It suddenly smells damp.
What's happening to me?
She can't breathe! Don't touch her. Something's off here. The arcane power squeezing her is too strong. It'll suck you in if you get too close.
I see a lake, water, and something below. It's strange and so very deep. Camila.
No. Don't! Ma'am! What on earth is going on?
Oh, what's happening over there?
Someone's fallen. Dios mío. She's not breathing. Murder! Drowned without a drop of water. Just like all the others. The murderer must be someone in the auction house. The question is, who?
You filthy murderer! Dirty thug! Intruder! Bandit! Robber! This room's a bit small for all five, wouldn't you say? Are you finished with your whining? It's time for you to choose your interrogation method. Good news, you're in safe hands. I'm quite skilled at peeling people while keeping them alive. Bad news, I've never tried these techniques on a mouse. How about something more sleek, modern? Electrocution, perhaps? Stop! What kind of interrogation is this? You haven't even asked a question! This is pure torture! Given your connection to the murders in the city, I think the means justify the ends. You think I know which ones you're talking about? The club makes trouble disappear every week. But that's just how things go in this business. So please, Senora Giant, please calm down. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just ask me. All right. Then I have some questions. How did you become Senor Perez? And what is the connection between the club and Manus Vindicte? And where do you ship your special mineral pigment? I need the type you smuggle for the Manus. Give me all you have, every ounce. That pigment! You're after it too!
Senor Perez! Senor Perez! A guest has just died in the auction house. Can't believe someone had the guts to offer on our terms. It wasn't any ordinary death either. Folks are saying it's another of those serial killings. The whole place is in chaos. We've got guests asking us to open the teleportation ritual so they can leave. Senora Luisa wants to know your orders. Wait, what are you two doing lying around here? You're supposed to be on duty.
A sixth case, then. This should be interesting.
The murderer's gotta be somewhere in the auction house. That's the only way they could control their arcane skills so exactly.
Golly! You don't mean to say that the murderer's somewhere in this room?
The ritual might have been set ahead of time. All they had to do was wait for their prey to fall into the trap. Prey? Right. The killer must have a reason for this, right? But what?
She was here for the auction. Oh, heck! They must be killing off club members!
Please. I'm still thinking things through. If all the victims were known club members, the Vigil wouldn't have been running around in circles. It's too obvious. I may not like them very much, but those Vigil aren't half as thick as the Foundation. Some of them aren't even half bad.
Hey! We aren't dummies either.
But there's one more question that's gotta be answered. What is this ritual exactly? The energy around it was huge, but they were able to cast it without anyone noticing. That takes true skill. There's gotta be some clues around here.
Hey, you two. Yeah, you. I saw what you did.
You pointing at us, senor? It wasn't us.
Don't act like you're innocent. You were talking to her just before she died. You must have killed her. You're from the Foundation. You're here to kill us all so you can take over the underground arcade materials racket.
See, this is why I didn't want you tagging along, metalhead.
Hey, that's not fair! I've helped you a lot. You're not gonna leave me behind, are you?
Guards! These two, right here! Take them down! You're trapped in the Turquoise Serpent Club now. There's no escape.
I hate fighting. I'm not a fan of making new crime scenes, especially when I'm the one that's going to have to take care of them later. We gotta get out of here before we draw any more attention. Latham! Hey, metalhead!
Help! Please, my dear clubmates, do not leave me here all alone. Take me away, throw me back to the deepest, darkest corner of the warehouse. I promise I'll not say a word about it.
That painting. She's unawakened.
Oh, Badia, I know you. You remember me, n'est-ce pas? The painting from the northwest corner of the warehouse, next to Antonia and the cactus cat. A grubby corner, I must say. Haunted, even. None dare walk it but you. You always volunteer to patrol the area, so the others call you a freak. But I know why. It's so that you can write those letters to your love in private.
Zip it, you overgrown doodle! I don't want to hear another word!
Can we take her with us?
Her? You mean the painting? You out of your mind? She's in the middle of the stage with a goddamn spotlight on her. We may as well get up there and say, hey, come get us. And dying for a blabbermouth painting is not worth what I get paid.
But we can't just leave her there. She isn't just some arcane tool. She's a living arcanist. She doesn't deserve to be bought and sold like an object.
Desvío pneumático.
Ramona, don't worry about me. I'm an awakened, so they can't hurt me so easily. At least, not with normal bullets.
Huh. Guess I forgot it for a second. Like I forgot how impulsive you can be. At least tell me you've got a plan. What are you gonna do next? I'll cover you.
Oh hey! We're like those partners in the detective movies. Focus, Latham. You're a seasoned Foundation employee, an outstanding senior member of the Arcanum Containment Department. I grabbed a load of arcane tools before I left. I've got to have something useful. My reels, film developer, critter recon potion, recording plant, infinitely looping drugstore receipt, Encyclopedia of Mexico, seasoning packets, hand-cranked rechargeable battery.
You're made of steel. The hell you need seasoning packets for? Just how much crap did you bring with you?
Invisible cloak, crystal file, sextant, kangaroo foam number 5 fire extinguisher. Ah, here it is. Thank goodness the receptionist lady turned down my request to check the discs. Teleport!
Diablos! They escaped! And they took that painting with them. So they are here to sabotage the auction. Those Foundation bastards. Can never trust them.
Well, at least we're safe from them now. Still, seems like it's time to leave. Or is the auction still on? Are you letting us leave or not, Senor Perez?
Have you lost it? This auction's a disaster. A joke, I tell you. I intend to have a long talk with Senor Perez after this.
I can't stay here any longer. Por Dios, a woman just died.
We're sorry to inform you that today's auction has been put on hold. Senor Perez was injured in the chaos and is currently unable to host the auction. Senora Luisa has asked us to take everyone out to the emergency exit. This way, señorita.
Oh, thank you. Pardon the noise. I'm allergic to the glow of arcane skills, so I always carry some fresh mandrake with me. Their juice can ease the pain, though they can be a little rambunctious.
No need to explain, señorita. The Turquoise Serpent Club respects the privacy of our members. Go through this door. It'll take you back to Central Mexico City.
Gracias, señor.
I've come as requested, Senorita Butterfly. I ensured I wasn't followed by any...
I have cameras set up. I would have known if you were. Shut up and get in. We've been waiting here for an hour.
We?
We have company. Your employer, in fact. Allow me to introduce you to Senor Perez. The mysterious mastermind behind the Turquoise Serpent Club.
This is our chance, mis hijos! Kill the bipedal monster! Kitty Claus! Just who the hell are you, biped? Dick Cruz sent you. Oh, I get it now. You're with Miguel, aren't you? He's bent out of shape about the auction. Thinks I'm stepping on his block. How much did he pay you, huh? I'll offer double. No, triple. Or are you with the government? If so, I'm open to negotiating a very handsome price for your cooperation.
It's hard not to find the sight of a rodent begging for its life amusing.
Wait a second. You! I know you, Morrito. You're Anil, the one I hired to forge paintings for the club. How dare you betray me, you furless cretin!
Senorita, you really mean to claim that they are Perez? The legendary Perez. The feared boss who controls the Turquoise Serpent Club and most of Mexico City's black market with an iron fist?
An iron fist gripped in the paws of a few tiny mice. If I'm correct, these little troublemakers managed to replace the real Perez about a month ago. Since then, they've stayed hidden, mimicking Perez's voice from behind a screen. No one's noticed until now.
No wonder the club started making so many strange moves.
Yes, under their leadership, the club has absorbed several gangs and expanded its influence in the black market. It was their idea to start forging all those paintings and hold the auction. If you ask me, they've far outdone the original Perez. Oh, the irony. Any tears coming?
Oh yeah, you're right! The club's recent success is all thanks to me! See what we mice can do? How great we are! No one knows how to run a gang better than a rodent! You know why? Because you giant two-leggers don't have a head for this business, while we brilliant burrowers were born to rule the underground.
I don't recall asking for your opinion. Come to think of it, I need only one mouse for my purposes. One that's quiet and obedient. As for the rest, I happen to have a colleague who enjoys nothing more than feasting on rats. 8 of them, actually. We're not close, but I'm sure you'd make a perfect gift.
Oh, wait! Leave my children out of this, please! I apologize for my rudeness, senorita. Clearly, you're an extraordinary arcanist, unlike most of your cheese-brained kind. You deserve to rule the underworld just as much as I do. I'll gladly hand you this club on a silver platter if that's what you desire.
Rodents are quite adaptable when they need to be. But I'm not interested in running a gang.
Surely there's something I can help you with, señorita. You're looking for a pigment, aren't you? I'll tell you everything I know, all of it. Just as long as you guarantee my children's safety. Though the odds of finding that particular arcane pigment again are 1,000,000 to 1. In any case, let's start from the beginning. We mice are, of course, far superior to all humankind. I don't refute it, but not every mouse has got the smarts that my family does. What made my children and me so special, you ask? It all began with a spectacular accident. On a frightening, fateful night, as I ran for my life from a snarling hell beast, the true nemesis of mousekind, I found myself in an unfamiliar room. The floor was so clean, I nearly slipped, and the furniture gave off a rich, soothing scent. But the walls above, madre mia, they were covered with the heads of beasts beyond any counting. Still, I pulled myself together and climbed up onto the dining table, hoping to find something to eat. Who'd have thought there'd be nothing but a small plate of glowing pigment up there? The pigment looked off, I admit, but my hunger overtook my fear, so I ate it. And the moment it touched my tongue, the world as I knew it fell away. For the first time in my life, I had other thoughts beyond mating and eating, beyond survival. Thoughts that only true intelligence could evoke. I stayed there for a couple more days, and thanks to my keen eye, I learned I was in this Perez's office, and that he ran half of Mexico City's smuggling business. A strange masked person in a black robe brought him that miraculous substance. It seems, at their request, Perez was using a lumber mill as a front, while they extracted a unique silver ore from Valle de Lágrimas, the Vale of Tears. The masked person refined the ore into a pigment and had it shipped far away to lands they called Europe and US. And in return, the club received a portion of it. To get my hands on the pigment and Perez's smuggling business on the side, I staged a coup. We replaced him without even breaking a sweat. Further proof that you bipeds are far duller than us brilliant quadrupedal mice. Everything was going smoothly, and we had a steady supply of pigment. Until that masked stranger up and vanished, taking the secret to its creation with them. I turned the city upside down trying to track them down. I thought no one could hide themselves from me. But they did. Poof! Gone without a trace, like they never even existed.
It must be because of the Valle de Lágrimas' silver ore. I've heard of it before. The locals called the place Fauces de Vora Hombres. Every miner who ventured into its tunnels never returned. In the 18th century, there was a massive mine collapse. No one's managed to find any silver there since. Rumor is the silver they found there shimmers with an extraordinary glow and is highly malleable. Two qualities that make it an exceptionally rare alchemical material. But I've never heard of it being made into a pigment, let alone it being used to grant mice intelligence.
As I'm sure you've noticed, señorita, my children, they no longer speak as I do. It seems the intelligence granted by the pigment must be maintained through regular consumption. Without it, they've turned back into ordinary mice, one after the other. The same tragedy will befall me soon. I can feel it, whether in a month or a matter of weeks. No, I won't let that happen.
That explains your recent desperation. Rushing the auction, expanding your smuggling operation, all in search of a substitute for this arcane pigment. But your efforts were in vain. How sad.
Oh yes, señorita. You think rubbing salt in a victim's wound is fun?
It is one of my hobbies. So, Manus Vindicte must have last appeared about a month ago. I will help you, but you need to tell me the exact identities of every Manus member who's dealt with the club.
Well, it's not that I don't want to tell you, but even I, the ever-resourceful Perez, know little about them. I doubt you'll be able to smoke them out either.
Calvaire, Richard Lenoir, Ledru Rollin, Fitzwilliam, Terra, Diggers. Just aliases, not their real names.
Deliberately cryptic aliases at that. Freakish bipeds. They came to this city discreetly, disguised as tourists, journalists, or some harmless arcane society members. They never stayed long. Once a batch of pigment was ready, they vanished soon after. I even asked a friend in the government to help track them down, but they couldn't find any trace of them.
Fitzwilliam. Where else have I seen that name, besides Pride and Prejudice?
Fitzwilliam. That fellow claimed to be a cultural journalist who came to the city to write reports about local festivals. He isn't just good with a pen, though. He's a skilled smuggler. So skilled, in fact, that his slippery fingers also made off with quite a few valuables from my club.
Ah, yes, that report. It seems likely that to get the foreign diplomat to agree to the interview, he offered him something from the club as a gift. Our Mr. Darcy has already left the city, but the diplomat will stay until the end of the festival. The key to everything lies in that gift.
The gift? Why bother with that? Isn't the pigment what we're really after? Or do you mean the diplomat is a Manus member too? Is the gift itself the pigment?
Once we find the answer to one, we'll uncover the answer to the other.
If you're sure we're on the right track, I'll do all I can to help you out. Our grand operation to retake the pigment will start at sunrise tomorrow. No, make that now. What are you waiting for? Free me so I can gather my men and...
You're not going anywhere, Senor Perez. You won't be part of this operation. And don't even dream about freedom until I get my hands on the pigment. Better pray I solve this before you lose the last of your wits like your kids.
No! You can't do this to me, you two-legged demon!
You seem confident, Senorita Butterfly. You've already found some critical clues pointing to things beyond this pigment, haven't you?
Yes, something that connects all the murders. And a soon-to-be victim, alive for the time being.
Increíble. You pieced it all together from just a single glance at that list? But shouldn't you do something right away? You might still be able to save them.
Save them? Why would I do that? Don't bother trying to figure me out. Wastes both our time. The murders, the vigile, the gangs, and this whole underground world mean nothing to me. This drama will draw its curtain tomorrow, Dia de los Fieles Difuntos, when the city's residents welcome back their departed faithful. Interrupting such a heartfelt occasion would just be cruel, don't you think? No, I'll infiltrate the diplomat's mansion tomorrow night and attend the festival myself. Though I guarantee you won't be able to find me in the crowd. When the killer strikes and the audience screams, I'll be sitting in the best seat in the house. And prove, as always, that my deductions are flawless.
I think I see your reasoning now, Senorita Butterfly. Pardon me for asking, but what is this device you're carrying about?
A demonic scale-based additive manufacturing machine, powered by tens of thousands of arcane skills operating simultaneously.
I've never seen such technology.
In layman's terms, you might think of it as a kind of automatic arcane printer for physical items. But it's merely a prop for tomorrow night's performance.
M. The initial of your name, isn't it, Senorita? What does it stand for? Mystery? Madness? Magic? Mary. Mia. Mona, perhaps?
Marguerite. Marguerite! Explain what you're doing out here.
Nothing. One of them, a girl, has the same name as me.
Have you forgotten the Hush Squad's #1 rule? No communication with mission targets. When the LT assigned you to my squad, he said you had the right stuff to be an excellent Hush trooper. Said you could spot the target in a ghillie suit from 2 kilometers away. More importantly, he said you were smart. So be smart. And don't meddle in things that aren't your concern. Understand? Break's over! Let's move! What's going on? Why aren't we moving?
It's the engine. Not even our warming incantation can manage against this cold. We might have to stop and spend the night here.
Unacceptable! We're still at least 3 days from the Loop Laboratories relay station. We can't afford to lose another. We have to get these transfers done on schedule. Or there's no guarantee we'll have enough time to take shelter when the storm hits.
But I think the deserters need some time to rest as well. Most of them have fallen ill. If we keep going like this, they might not make it to the destination. I think they could use some sleep and proper medication.
That is above your pay grade, Trooper. We were ordered to transfer these deserters, dead or alive. Marguerite, go fix the engine. I'll contact command to confirm the location of our nearest post. I want this convoy burning rubber by the end of the hour. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure is cold up near the mines, huh? If I hadn't joined Zeno, I'd probably be sitting in a warm classroom right now. I wonder what university life is like.
Don't dream too much. University can be just as strange as anywhere else. Back in 1999, I was auditing a philosophy class at Cambridge, just to watch some bird-headed professor declare out of the blue that teaching philosophy was an absurd profession. He quit and joined the Laplace Scientific Computing Center.
That's a good one. Going to university in 1999? How old would you have been? 13? 14? How'd a prodigy like you end up stuck in the Hush Squad?
Could be I just enjoy the work. It's calming. Could be that I hope someday to find my purpose here.
Yeah, sure. If walking across an ice field at 40 below isn't calming, I don't know what is.
Study your target, predict their movement, track them down, and then...
That's what makes you calm? You've got to be joking.
Yeah, just joking.
All I've wanted was to join the Flying Witches.
Then why are you here, stealing intel and carrying out assassinations?
The lieutenant promised that the Hush Squad comes with a generous salary and death benefits. You know, at the time, my mom was sick. And then, the storm struck. Guess I didn't really need the money in the end. Do you have any idea what this Loop Laboratory does, Marguerite? We've transferred over 100 deserters there since summer, but I've never seen any of them come back out. Probably none of my business. I once helped with the Xeno recruitment drive in a war zone. I saw a lot of things there. Those soldiers, they lost everything in the war. They only joined Xeno because they heard they'd get proper meals. Not exactly what I'd call willing recruits. These Arcanist deserters we've been moving, they just weren't ready to face death yet. Marguerite, I'm telling you this because I trust you.
I know what it does.
Huh? What do you mean?
The Loop Laboratory. It has another name. The Amber Room. At the end of the battle in 1999, a massive number of soldiers were lost to the storm. It was a devastating blow to Xeno's military strength. From then on, the higher-ups have been trying to find a woman named Erd, or to be exact, the woman she was before being reversed by the storm. That's why they built the Loop Laboratory near the Don River. It's a facility that can resist the storm. The deserters aren't being transferred there for any ordinary training or dry runs. The things they do to the deserters' bodies involve unprecedented arcane powers related to the storm itself.
I don't think I understand. How do you know all this?
I read the classified files sealed in Warehouse Zero at headquarters.
You went into Warehouse Zero? They could have shot you just for stepping in there. Tell me you're just joking.
You got me again. I've got another joke. Sometimes I eavesdrop on Xeno's encrypted telegrams, just for fun. The problem is, the encryption patterns are so repetitive that cracking them's become boring.
I honestly can't tell which of your jokes is more disturbing.
The European branches have been bending over backwards to look for the original copies of the Tome of Mercury and the Path to Truth. But to find their owners, the famous Cavendish family of alchemists, we'll need the storm to take us further back in time. Meanwhile, a squad from the Buenos Aires branch has been searching for a rare arcane metal, likely a special silver ore from Mexico's Veil of Tears. And the Egypt branch has sent raw lion tails and sacred scarab wings to the Loop Laboratory in droves.
But what does all this mean? What are they trying to achieve?
I'm not sure, but one thing's for certain. It's all connected to the Loop Laboratory's arcane experiments. To find the truth behind the storm.
All those experiments, they must have found something, right?
No, Larissa, not even close. All signs point to a goal coveted by every alchemist, a feat humanity has never succeeded in achieving. It's hardly surprising they're still groping in the dark, looking for a key object, a step, or more likely, a person. And these so-called deserters? Fodder. Even if they survive the experiments, they'll just be thrown out to face the next storm.
No way. I probably shouldn't ask, Marguerite, but what did you mean by so cold?
You've guessed already, haven't you?
Yes. What? What are you trying to say?
That these poor wretches are anything but deserters. Apparently, they were unfortunate enough to meet the experiment's criteria, so Xeno fabricated their desertion charges and had them sent to the laboratory. So, you know the truth. What are you going to do?
I don't know. I need some time to think. In any case, I think I'll take some time to give the deserters I mean... Whatever I mean. I'll give them some medication so they can at least survive the journey there. I know you won't stop me, Marguerite. Larissa, will we be there soon?
Everyone's in bad shape. But we've agreed among ourselves we don't want to cause you any more trouble. Really. Fomar and Stepan are asleep now. I just hope their fever subsides.
Don't worry. We'll reach our destination in just a few days. There'll be a warm place to stay, and plenty of soup and bread. Sylvia, could you help hand out these antipyretics to anyone who needs them?
Oh, of course. We really can't thank you enough, Larissa. All right, we just made contact with the Foundation's Far East branch and... Larissa, Marguerite, what the hell are you doing? Didn't I say these deserters weren't your concern?
Mr. Ludwig, were you looking for me? I know I'm a little early, but if I had waited any longer, I would have been caught up by my bothersome fellow researchers again. Are you in there? Mr. Ludwig? Mr. Ludwig, are you there? His office is even messier than mine.
Seelentausch.
Was zum... Großartig. Meine Kollegen haben mich nun endgültig in den Wahnsinn getrieben. Hat ja lange genug gedauert. Aber was zur Hölle geht hier vor? Ich habe ihnen gesagt, dass der ganze Laden nach dem Brand komplett renoviert werden muss. Aber natürlich hat niemand auf mich gehört.
Entschuldigung, Herr Adler. Während meiner Forschung zur Urlaubssprache hat meine Seele meinen Körper für eine Weile verlassen. Eine durchaus spirituelle Erfahrung, muss ich sagen. Seitdem hat sich meine Seele angewöhnt, völlig zufällig in meinen Familiar überzuspringen. Wie Sie sich vorstellen können, ist das gewöhnungsbedürftig. Und es bringt die Erinnerung ziemlich durcheinander. Diesmal ist es passiert, während ich gerade Akten sortiert habe.
Besorgniserregend, gelinde gesagt. Vielleicht hättest du doch etwas länger im Genesungszentrum verweilen sollen.
Ach, keine Sorge um mich. Ich hatte meinen Anteil an Forschungsunfällen. Gehört alles zum Beruf.
More importantly, Mr. Adler, Have you made any progress on the arcane pigment investigation since our last meeting? Be it from Institutum Lorenz, or the Foundation investigator dispatched at our request.
I did receive a report from Miss Latham 2 days ago. She has made contact with the local Vigils Bureau. Apparently, some arcanist criminal organization is operating an extensive smuggling ring within Mexico City. It's been hindering her investigation in a number of ways.
I worry for her safety. I do hope the Vigils look after her.
My thought exactly. I've made clear that her own safety is top priority. She should be under the Vigil's protection now. While we're ruminating on the topic, there's something I feel needs clarification. I had thought the pigment investigation was a request from the staff committee, but you're the only member who has shown any interest in its progress. The request came directly from you, didn't it?
Well deduced, Mr. Adler. You've heard about the conflict between the internal factions of the Foundation, I assume. Inevitably, its impacts have affected Laplace as well. After I awoke from my coma at the rehab center, Commissioner Pedra paid me a visit. He warned me that over half of the staff committee supports the proposal of a comprehensive policy reform at Laplace. Should it pass, Laplace may lose its independence and become a full subsidiary of the Foundation. He asked me to join the staff committee and oppose this policy reform. I agreed.
Ach so. Then if Laplace develops enough groundbreaking storm technologies before the Foundation does, we can turn the tables on them.
Indeed, it would give us better leverage, if nothing else. But we don't have much time on our hands. Their hawks are gaining support from more commissioners as we speak. For now, all I can do is delay the proposal's review process.
Typical politics. You once led the Plesetsk branch, Mr. Ludwig, and as I am sure you can see, I have never been one for matters of politics or leadership. I was only appointed to maximize the chance of preserving and continuing Director Lucy's research. That is to say, is there any chance we could bring Director Lucy back to Laplace?
Whether possible or not, our first step in either case will be to stop this policy reform. If Miss Latham's investigation yields no significant progress soon, all we can do is wait for good news from Lorenz Butterfly. I'm confident she'll bring us something. She's always been one step ahead.
You sound quite certain of her, but we know nothing about this Lorenz Butterfly, aside from a few unorthodox papers and provocative letters. Wait a minute. Unmöglich. You know who Lorenz Butterfly is, don't you?
It was the year of 1999. At the time, I was a visiting professor at Cambridge University. There was a student in my class, far too brilliant for her exceptionally young age. The staff told me she wasn't an enrolled student. She simply came every week to attend my lecture. I had intended to recommend her for admission, but, of course, the storm disrupted everything. I ended up leaving Cambridge and joining Laplace myself. After the second storm, I paid the university a visit and saw that young lady again.
Are you saying she survived multiple storms on her own?
Yes. Though she didn't share the details, I could tell she was hiding a secret, or running from some serious danger. She had an exceptional gift for the sciences. Naturally, I invited her to join Laplace.
But from what little we know of her, she's dangerous.
I trust you would not mistake me for an idealist, Mr. Adler. Dangerous as she may be, we need her help, especially in times like these. That said, should she become completely out of control, I hope to be her one and only victim.
You have done little to reassure me, Mr. Ludwig. Aber vielleicht hast du recht. Wir müssen um jeden Preis weitermachen. Alle sind so verbissen entschlossen. Es wird Zeit, dass auch ich die Kraft aufbringe, weiter durchzuhalten. I will continue to monitor Miss Latham's progress.